What's up, guys? Today we're back in the shop working on our CUMMINS swap square body. We absolutely destroyed the VE injection pump.
See it right there. There's a crack, and I can actually hook that edge, so I know it is definitely broken.
But that's all right, because the new one came in yesterday. It's time to throw this new pump on and hopefully get this thing fired back up. So now that we've got to this point where we've got all the timing cover off and all of that good stuff, the next thing we need to do is get this thing at top dead center, because apparently the ejection pump runs off of a timing system, so we need to make sure that we have all of that in line so that we don't have any issues when we put it all back together and make sure everything lines up just like it's supposed to. So that's what we're about to do. We're about to utilize these harmonic balancer bolts, put something in there, try to rotate it over. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but we're going to try anyway. And then get that pin pushed in the back, which is back here somewhere. Once we get it in there, it'll push in, lock it in place, and then we can go and swap everything out for the pump, and hopefully we don't have any issues. Hey!
Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me.
That scared you so bad. Alright guys, so on the inside of this, there's a nut holding this pump on that you can't get to without a curved wrench. So none of my wrenches will work. So we had to phone a friend who is on his way over with a set of curved wrenches. And he's also the resident CUMMINS expert. He knows a lot more than we do about these. So he's going to come over, help us get this pump swapped out. He mentioned something about adding some timing to the pump. Not sure what that meant. So he's going to come over, give us a master class on these VE pumps. Hopefully get this thing on there, get this thing crunk up. And hopefully we get this all behind us, because I'm pretty tired of going backwards. But anyway, yeah, now we're just waiting for him to leave.
And it smokes a little bit.
And it smokes. Dude, so this took absolutely all day, but if we hadn't got him over here, this truck would have never been running again, because the stuff that we just went through to put this together, I wish we could have showed you guys everything on camera, but unfortunately he didn't want to be on camera. This thing, the timing was absolutely wrecked. The fuel system was just all completely just messed up. But now that we got that new injection pump on, he got all that squared away. All of it's good to go. This thing is more responsive, runs better, sounds better. So this thing is going to be an absolute monster. But with that being said, since this is taking so much time, it's time for us to call it a day for today. But I'm going to get back out here tomorrow, get to work bleeding brake lines, make sure we have stopping power, getting some of these other parts ready for paint so that we can get those sprayed and get ready to start putting this thing back together and hopefully not take it apart again.
Hey, I thought you said tomorrow. It's been a month.
About that, brother. So, we had some other things come up, some other things we had to fix and stuff. So finally, we're back.
With new air, if you've seen the last video.
With new air, dude. Let me just. It's so fast. Our other compressor wouldn't have done that.
No, and it would probably be on the verge of like throwing a rod through the moon.
That joker sounded rough. Anyway, so we're finally back out here. We were gonna work on brake lines today, but what we decided was we needed to go ahead and get this stuff painted so we were ready to put the front clip and everything back on the truck before this first test drive. And so decided I would go ahead, get all this stuff prepped so it could be sitting and drying, so whenever I spray it, while it's curing, then we can work on everything else that we need to work on and getting all that stuff put together. So I think that'll work out a little bit better.
Yeah, and when we put this on, we are going to need friends.
All the help.
We have no friends.
We have no friends. That's sad.
Just us two.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a little fun. Imagine the two of us trying to manhandle this here bed and put on the truck.
Remember when we tried to manhandle it on this trailer?
It didn't work out.
No, we almost died.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this sanded and then get it ready to go in the paint booth so it can be drying and ready to paint tomorrow. That shows you right there exactly why we're having to respray this thing. You can see that, if it shows up on camera, that is all fish eyes, and it did it over the entire bed and those fenders and the hood when we painted it all the first time.
Oh, maybe if you knew how to paint.
Bruh, it wasn't my fault.
Hey, you're the one that painted this.
Look, we were having compressor issues.
Now we don't.
Now we're not.
Oh, you can't see it, but it's back there.
Anyway, it's working. It's working.
Maybe I can teach you a thing or two about painting.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. So much better, bro. So much better. Just a little bit of 600 and some water, and we're good to go just about.
Maybe you do know what you're doing.
I might have done this once or twice. I got a lot to learn, I will admit that. I do have a lot to learn. Put some clear on this joker when I painted it the first time.
It was so bad.
Dude, I've sanded so much off and it's still there.
I wish you would hurry up.
Shut up.
It's getting late.
It is what it is.
Brother, these parts could be doing a marathon with all this running.
Yeah, so I got a little bit heavy-handed apparently with the clear. But that's all right, because remember, these parts were fish-eyed really, really bad. But we got all that stuff sanded out, and I didn't bust through the original clear to the base. So all this clear is on top of the other clear, which means
we can cut and buff so much better.
We've got plenty to work with. So it's going to take, I could sand this stuff with 80 grit to start with and not get through all this clear, bro.
It's probably got about 1 inch thick of a clear on it.
Yeah, that's probably a little dramatic. It's not quite that thick, but I will say, we're going to have plenty to cut and buff because it is on there super, super thick. So once we actually get started sanding this and buff all this out, man, this thing is going to be like absolute glass. But I did it on every single panel. So it's on the bed.
This ain't too bad.
No, that one's not bad. That one over there is not terrible, but bro, the hood.
Let's look at the hood.
Oh, man. As smooth as it was, runs there, runs there, runs there, runs there, runs. There's runs everywhere.
You know, like the Goosebumps kind of thing, the style that they got with the
we got the Goosebumps logo. Nah, it's all good. Once we actually cut and buff this thing, man, I think it's going to look super good. At least it's not fisheye.
Yeah, I'd rather have the runs than the fisheye.
Truth. So now we got all those parts painted. They're pretty much ready to go back on, aside from the cut and buff, obviously. But we need to get some brakes on this thing because I'm about ready to drive it for the first time. Bet you.
Yeah, all we got to do now is secure the brake lines that we got on there.
Truth.
And fill it up with brake fluid and bleed brakes.
Exactly. So that way when we drive it, we can stop it.
Oh, and we also got to put diff fluid in.
Oh, we got to do that too.
Yeah.
Don't want to burn up the rear end.
No, because, well, we got an extra one, but...
This one's painted.
And it's already in the truck.
And it's got the things welded on it for the C-notch.
Yeah, so let's not ruin it.
Yeah, no, let's not.
These clips are looking pretty nice, brother.
Decent.
What you got there?
From Brake Systems bleeder. I've never used one of these. I've always done it the old-fashioned way. Guess I'm about to see if this works or
The
not.
old-fashioned way takes 2 people.
I do, but I can do this by myself.
Oh, well, you got me, so it kind of beats the purpose.
But I want to do it this way.
Fine, we'll do it that way.
Fine.
So what exactly is this?
Vacuum pump. So supposedly it puts a suction on or a vacuum on the system, brake bleeder, and then it does everything by itself. Apparently, allegedly.
One way to find out.
Only one way to find out.
All right, let's put some brake fluid in this dude for the first time.
This is for the first time, man. This joker's brand new.
Oh, I hear it.
I did too. Put a little more on it. Says put it up to about 15.
I hear like some kind of air leak over here.
Over there?
Yeah.
You sure it's not right here?
I mean, you can do it again. See, here a second. Back up the old foot, honey.
You hear a leak?
Not yet.
Alright, so I'm gonna break the bleeder. Yeah, it's this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Unless it's sucking air from over here.
I don't know.
That's what I'm hearing. It's coming from over here.
But where?
Don't know.
Oh, that bleeder's open.
Yeah. Well, I knew I heard a sound.
That's it.
So what is it?
So this brake line over here, the flare on it's not sealing. So when we actually break this loose here, we're not sucking air through the whole system. I mean, I guess technically we are, but it's actually leaking air right there. So that's gonna cause a whole lot of problems because we're never gonna get all the air out of the system as long as we're sucking more in right there.
Yep, so now we gotta reflare that.
Yep, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and build a whole new line for this side.
Might as well. Yep. Don't mind the compressor, but I got kitty litter down there and we got fluids.
It's just passive brake bleeding.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot easier for us to bleed back here because it's already up to the front.
Exactly. And once we actually get started on the front, bro, that's going to be quick.
Facts. All right, it's back on now. Let's see what you got.
Should be back in business.
Let's see.
Where was that?
Right here.
Is it leaking?
It looks like it.
There's fluid.
Another leak.
Now we play the game of track down the leak.
It's gonna be at every single part that it's connected at. We need a good flow coming out of that.
Yeah, just gotta wait until it's just consistent. Hopefully we're not out of air at the next cylinder.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty consistent, don't you think?
Yeah, but there's still some more air coming out. But if we switch to the other side and pull more air out of that side. All right, that side's done, sort of, that we think.
I've only ever bled brakes the old-fashioned way, so like doing it this way, this is definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, especially since we've only had this tool for like a year and have yet to use it.
I've never used it.
Have you even opened it up?
Nope, that was the first time.
So this has just been sitting in the drawer
Pretty much, yeah.
for a year.
Yeah,
Nice.
basically.
Try it again.
Yeah. Okay, it's holding now.
I wonder if the bleeder is just...
Might have been just a little loose or something.
Yeah. We've tried all 4 corners and we have got nothing out 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I think it seemed like we were getting a little bit of fluid out of the drum here. So I'm kind of wondering if that wheel cylinder in this one's busted. We're getting plenty of fluid on that side, which is, I guess, a good sign because that's the furthest away from the master cylinder.
But the issue is we're not getting nothing out of this one.
Nothing out of this one, which makes no sense because we do have fluid at the line screw itself. So just not getting anything out of the bleeder. So again, doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. So I'm fixing to pop these wheels and tires off. I'm just looking there to see what's going on. But again, that still doesn't explain what's going on up front.
Yeah, the front we ain't getting nothing out of the bleeders either.
No, I was thinking that would be the quickest because it's the shortest.
Yep.
But something's going on. Not real sure why. We'll find out hopefully. So apparently we have to bleed the master cylinder.
How long have we been at this?
A couple hours. I called a friend of mine and he said that I should have bench bled this thing. I had never heard of that before, but he knows way more than I do. He's been doing this for years. He's worked on a bunch of these, worked on a bunch of hot rods, stuff like that. So he said basically we need to bleed the master cylinder, and that's causing us to not be able to get pressure where we need to get pressure. So hopefully that's causing part of the problem up here as well. But yeah, that's basically what he said. So we're about to give this a shot, see if we can get that figured out, and then I don't know, hopefully we'll get brakes on it.
Okay, so what am I doing?
So I'm gonna break these lines loose.
Okay.
And then you're gonna push the pedal real slow to the floor until it stops.
Okay.
Okay, so do that.
Ready?
Yep. To the floor?
Nope. Okay, now it's to the floor.
We had so much fluid. So we've about come to the conclusion that the proportioning valve on the other truck is stuck. It's not giving us anything out of the lines to the front brakes. The rear, we are getting lines, but we pretty much come to the conclusion that on that one, the wheel cylinder is bad inside the drum. So we're just gonna replace them both. We found them in town. So if we can get this proportioner valve off, we'll get it up to the shop, and we may go ahead and throw it on and see if we can get some fluid out of the front. And if we can, then, you know, we'll go ahead and go get those other parts. But if we can't, then maybe we can see if somebody's got one in stock. We'll swap it out as well.
Yeah, because this one is fairly old as well.
Yeah. But the brakes on this truck did work.
That's true. They did, because we did drive. This was a running and driving truck. It had what, the 454 in this thing?
454, buddy.
Yep. And we actually drove it around the house, and
then it shut off.
Yeah, I think we have a YouTube short or something like that of it breaking down, or something happened. I don't remember exactly.
Yep.
So we are still in parts off this thing.
Bro, these lines are stuck.
Which we had.
Let's go to town. See if they can. See if somebody's got one.
Didn't we have a famous dude come here to steal something out of this truck yesterday?
Oh yeah, Hank.
That guy.
Hamiltonville Farm. This square body is building many square bodies.
It is. And then we're going to scrap this thing.
Yep. One day.
One day.
The cool thing is, we got the whole long tube header Flowmaster exhaust off of that to go on the Suburban project, which will be coming up later on. And a couple other good things that came off of that. It's got power windows and all that, so we're going to be able to use that in our truck. We'll have power windows all the way around, power locks. Doing pretty sweet.
Everything. That thing has been a trooper.
It has.
And then future project.
One day.
That thing going to be nasty.
Yo.
Well, we went to the store.
Yeah.
What do we get?
New wheel cylinders. And if you ask the people at O'Reilly's and stuff like that, a brake proportioning valve doesn't exist for this truck.
It's made up.
Yeah. Which I disagree with, because I've got 3, and they've all got proportioning valves. But they couldn't find one.
They searched it up and it said no item found.
No item found. So we looked up a YouTube video, and but anyway, looked up a YouTube video, and apparently there is a way that you can kind of reset the one that's in it, because basically there's a flapper valve in there essentially that'll go one way or the other in the event of a brake failure. And so it keeps pressure to either the front or the rear based on how that's going. So apparently you can kind of play around with the pedal and putting pressure on it and stuff like that and breaking bleeder valves loose, and apparently it'll center itself back up. I don't know. We haven't done it before, but we're going to try it and hope for the best. But first, we're going to replace these wheel cylinders, and hopefully we get some fluid at the back. These here, little dudes. That's what actually actuates it. We got both of them there. So we may have actually pulled off doing it without taking it apart. So,
There's you some light.
thanks, bro.
You're welcome. It's not because I'm filming or anything.
Oh,
It's just because I'm being nice.
look at that.
Bit of focus. There we
Yum.
go. Mmm.
Hey. Okay. So it's gonna go in that away.
Brand spanking new, brother.
Yep, and actually, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I was really kind of dreading it, but I didn't think I could do it this way.
So then that means the longest part of that side
It's
is taking it apart.
Yep. The other one went so easy.
It's always the first one.
It's always the... Now that gives me all the room.
All the room to die.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so scared right now. Oh, I'm so scared right now. Around like that. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, I can possibly just bring this back barely far enough to just fit.
Sure, that right one looks like it's about to come out.
It's still lined up if it'll. Ooh, we're so close. We're so close.
Right there.
Crap. Well, there's that one. Now I just gotta get that one lined back up. But, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Oh, no.
No! Oh, God, it's going wrong
What
so
is wrong?
fast.
Okay, hold on. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. I know where our problems are.
Where's the problems?
Right here. Okay, apparently not. Where's the problem? Where is the problem?
Oh. There
Crisis
it goes.
averted.
Boom.
Hey, it's all together. And we did it without taking it apart. Sort of.
Perfect.
Now we gotta put everything back on.
Hey, guess what? We gotta do that side now.
Okay. Break it. It's not broke very much, but we are starting to see some fluid. That's promising.
It is promising.
Yay.
That's the first time we've seen that.
Yeah. So I guess the other one was bad, stopped up somehow.
Okay. Didn't really film a whole lot of that because it took both of us with two hands. But what do we do with this side?
And we have fluid, so we're gonna let it sit there because we're still getting a lot of air. And so rather than wasting time doing that, just kind of sitting around, what we're gonna do is go ahead and pull off this other side so we can go ahead and get that swapped. And then hopefully by the time we get it switched out and then we get everything gravity bleeding over here, hopefully we have fluid and it's consistent just like we need it to be. Hopefully by the time we get done over here.
Yeah. We were getting fluid from that side, but we bought a new cylinder.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and just replace it, get it out of the way.
Go ahead and replace it.
Because
We
if,
don't have to worry about it.
because if that one is out, that one's bound to go out at any time.
Yeah, and
So.
man, honestly, I don't know if these have ever been changed since '85. So
Honestly, has the brake pads even been changed?
good question. But they are rear drum brakes, man, and these things last
They do.
absolutely forever.
Oh, how about that? That piece fell out.
I guess it's a good thing we tore into this because we wouldn't have never had any brakes.
Yeah, we would have been wondering why,
Why is there no brakes?
why...
What's going on in there? Imagine.
Found it!
Could have found the problem.
Those two pieces right there would have been the culprit.
Yep. But that's okay. We're fixing to get it put back together and hopefully be in business here shortly.
And we also had the proportional valve.
Proportioner valve.
That thing.
Hopefully,
I don't know big words.
I hope that's an easy little undertaking, but who knows? At least we don't have to get under the truck if we have access to the bleeder valves.
Yeah, but that is causing it where we don't have fluid to the front.
Yes, but that's what comes with resetting that proportion valve. If everything goes like the dude on YouTube said.
Dude on YouTube.
Dude on YouTube.
Who even watches YouTube, though?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The different type of fluids, they don't mix.
You're Different flirts.
Different flirts.
Different flirts.
Brand spanking new and it's already dirty. Filthy. Dude, look at all the fluid. Dude, it's gonna eat this paint, bro.
I know, bro. We're gonna get it washed as soon as we get brakes on this thing. That's gonna be the first order of business.
And then the mess it has made.
Yes. Hopefully we can drive this thing out of here and clean up the mess.
Yeah. Mess everywhere. You know those Chinese finger traps?
Yeah.
This is just a death finger trap.
This is worse than that. Hopefully I can make this side work like I did the other side.
Hey, it's just called leverage.
Leverage.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Did you get it?
That one.
Now you get the other side.
And this is the easy side.
Yeah, because I ain't got that weird springy thing in the way.
Pre-thoughtfully. Actually, if I can press that in there like that, and then give it a little spinach.
Look at that.
Good as gold, brother.
Look at that. Look at that.
We get it. Now it's just got to go the rest of the way back together.
Yep, time to put this dude back on.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So y'all may wonder why there is brake fluid all over the place right here.
Everywhere.
Why?
This is from us resetting the proportioning valve.
Yeah, I had to slam on the brake pedal like 5 or 6 times hard.
Basically running, start, and kick it.
Yeah, I was full on Chuck Norrising that brake pedal.
But it worked.
It did work.
It worked. Now we're having a whole other problem.
Clearly it worked. It is all over the side right here.
So now we're having an issue getting the copper washers that go on the brake lines to seal. So it's pouring around these brake lines, and I don't...
On both sides.
On both sides. I don't really understand that because I have these jokers pretty tight. Pretty tight. Tight.
Can't budge no more.
Like that should seal. Right there, that should seal.
So we were having an issue with no brake fluid up here to...
Now we're having too much.
too much, and it's leaking.
It's leaking. I don't know, if you want to give it a shot now and try to pump it and see what it does, see if that stopped the leak. If
You know
it did, then I'll just clean up this other side just like I did.
It's still recording.
Okay. You ready?
That's the way.
Here we go. Let's see what it does here.
You want to barely press it?
Yeah, put a little pressure on it. Do it again. Okay. Do it again. Okay, I think, nope, there goes the leak. Yep.
So we went to town. Again.
Yes.
And what do we get?
So we got these, the replacement bolts for this because I'm thinking hopefully those washers were warped, and hopefully what warped those washers was maybe the bolt was a problem. So
A lot of W's there.
what, why, when?
Warped washers.
So anyway, got new stuff, came back, about to tighten this down, and hopefully this fixes our leak issue. I don't know what else it could be because the lines are new, all of that. So hopefully we tighten this down, hopefully it seals it, and hopefully we move on. Take 2. New bolts and washers.
You ready?
Yeah. It's already. Do it again. Okay. I didn't know, like. Do it again. Oh no, I don't know what happened. Try it. Nope, there it is.
Well, we found our issue.
Yeah, we did. So, that lip right there. So it's not actually right here. One would think that it was supposed to sit like that, but when I actually line up the hole for the bolt, if I put that against it, the hole doesn't line up.
Yeah, you can see it right here.
So yeah, so if I do that, then it's sitting on that lip, and so that lip is holding it up, so it's never, no matter how much I tighten it, it's never actually seating flat. So I'm fixing to take the grinder and just kind of flatten that off. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a good little step up too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like, let's see it from the side. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the problem is. So I'm fixing to just turn this joker over, hit that with a grinder, and just get it down flat, and then we'll put it back on there. I don't think we'll have any problems. I think we had to do the same thing on the Chevelle.
I have no idea. Dude, it's been so long, I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure we did.
All right, moment of truth.
Bet it don't leak.
Moment of truth.
Bet it don't leak.
Let's see.
Hit it, my dude. You ready? Yep. Okay, very little. So if I pull it a little bit tighter, it's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna tighten it up just a little bit, let you hit it a couple more times, and hopefully that got it.
My brother in Christ.
You got brakes.
Not only that, that thing feels like I'm doing like my max on leg day or something.
That's a stiff brake pedal.
That is the stiffest brake pedal I've ever pushed down in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, but hey, we got brakes, which means now we can throw the back tires on this joker, put the steering wheel back on, and we can pull this joker outside and wash it and get it.
Not only the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, the steering linkage.
Yeah, we got to put that on.
We got to do that, but it's fine. It's fine. Not really that big of a deal.
And we also have to do something about that.
The battery.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna ratchet strap it to the frame.
Okay.
I think it works.
Hey, what are you done?
Better see if it'll move.
Oh, let's hope that it stops.
That's the big thing. At least it's not going reverse.
That's true. That is true.
We're putting it in forward, and then we hope that it doesn't continue to go forward.
I mean, if it does, we'll just turn the key off.
I mean, yeah, true. Well, you ready?
Sure, let's do this thing, brother.
We don't have a throttle.
Well, if you put it in gear, it should be fine.
Should.
But it would be cool to have a throttle.
Would. And actually, we've got to move something. So, it's fine. Let's just see if it'll roll forward, see if it'll stop. And if it stops out here, we're good. Start.
So, why wasn't it moving?
Ain't no throttle.
Ain't no throttle? No, dude, we got it all throttle right here, brother. We got it. Dude, we got it all.
I need a piece of string.
Where's your pink construction string? Hey, right there, on top of the vendor machine.
Nice.
Cletus McFarland special, baby. Oh my God, I can't believe that works. Take two.
Perfect.
Take two.
Oh no. The wire fell again.
Your string hit it.
Oh. We might have to secure it.
Maybe.
We'll see.
See if you can get away with it.
Maybe I can, at least long enough to get out there.
Oh my God. Does it stop? The transmission lines.
Okay, brakes are stiff.
I told you they were.
As all get out. I don't know why, but they are. This is 2 years of this truck sitting in this spot. We ain't even been able to clean this bay.
I mean, we've been able to move it, like push it forward.
Only so far, because like we weren't even strong enough to push it back up over the lip on the concrete.
No, because that freaking motor is like 2 million pounds.
So heavy.
No.
Bet it's low transmission fluid.
It probably is. It also doesn't help the transmission lines are on the ground.
Yeah. Still kind of cool though.
Get it to move on its own power. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. Oh, it'll move now.
Oh, back it up some. Oh, it goes to reverse. Look at that.
Alrighty guys, so we just got the square body back in the shop, and it's absolutely crazy to see this thing move under its own power. That is the first time in 2 years since we've had this thing that it's actually been able to run a drive. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, check out this one over here. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.